You know, when we started talking about where to set this, you know, we had this construct of a fragment of the Halo ring has obviously broken off in the explosion from the very first game. It's both trying to maintain its ecosystem and trying to repair itself every night. And the entire film is going to be set at night, when it's the only safe time to land on this sort of tumbling fragment of Halo ring. So our heroes find themselves trying to survive on this incredibly dangerous environment.
The biggest proportion of the movie happens on an alien planet, the Halo Ring. It's a constant sort of cloud cover of stormy skies and generally very sort of down on the planet. So the challenge was to try and work that day for night into a very sort of elongated day shooting schedule over 2 countries.
Impossible.
Plants, water. What the hell is this?
I really liked the scene where the team first come into the Oasis location in Iceland, and they discover this huge sort of green canyon. I think that scene worked really well.
Halo ring? I don't put anything past it.
Very VFX heavy, kind of across the board. Beyond the sort of practical environment, Sergio's doing a lot of work with VFX in terms of the sky and the atmosphere. We're shooting day for night, and so environments alone are kind of a huge VFX task.
Those shots of you looking across the landscape, you know, taking in things that weren't there. A lot of times, we're looking at things that aren't there, and that's why we have great CGI artists to come in and really help to flesh that out for the audience.
And then on top of that, we have all of the creatures that we see. The hunter worms are something we've only seen in one form before, and a lot of people don't actually realize that hunters are made up of all of these individual worms that are intertwined.
Those are very challenging as an actor. You're trying to create something that's actually not there. I like that. It's like using your imagination. It's really fun.
And then Cedra, you know, Cedra it's an outer colony planet, and that has to feel like it's something new and somewhat unexplored.
Sergio has been great on getting really up to speed very quickly on the Halo universe, kind of understanding what really grabs people about the Halo aesthetic. But when we were creating, really going a lot deeper into defining Oni, what Oni looks like, what Oni acts like in the show, Sergio incorporated a lot of the existing ideas that we had about Oni. A lot of Oni has been shown in Halo before, only in the novels, so it's only really been described and not really seen. So Sergio was able to take some of those ideas, look at things like existing ODST armor, existing Spartan armor, and come up with some really cool designs of what Oni-specific armor would look like.
Although it's a uniform, we still needed to be able to identify them. When they have their helmets on, it gets a little bit tricky because everyone would look the same. So we decided to give them colors. So all of them with their color, they have a stripe that goes down the center of the breather pack. Locke being red, because he's our leader and red is always a strong color. Estrin green, Ramos blue, medical. Horrigan then, because he is not the nicest of characters toward the end, black. We had toyed with having a skull, but that had been done before. So Sergio came up with having a wolf. Everything's aged, nothing's too new. You know, there's the odd dent in places, there's this odd scratch in places, to make them really look like the Halo game, which I think we've achieved. I hope so.
You know, translating the video game world into live action, I think there's a few things we always want to achieve. One is, sort of pay it off for people that they're finally getting to see things that they've only seen in a sort of virtual form. So I think that's one part of it. The other part of it is we do want to create sort of these new worlds and environments and give something totally new to people, so that it's both the satisfaction of seeing something they've already experienced and also seeing something new. And then obviously for new Halo fans, we are creating the universe for them.
In a sense, I feel like anybody that watches it, whether they know the Halo world or not, they can step into it or turn a channel and look at it and go, man, it seems interesting and I think I want to find out more. We want to bring in some new fans to this world. And if they become gamers, I think that's a great thing. But I think we want to try to make a really good film and make something that people are like, you know, interested in seeing, independent of Halo.